Oh, come on. There we go. Nice. Ooh, this is actually going to take a bit longer than the other ones. 2 minutes 30. Grenier system isn't much better either. It is nice how it has a little bit of shielding, but still, I wish it was a bit better. Blind. Nice. You know, these finisher moves, I think, are taking extra time that if they just let me do the normal ones, like if I would get it done quicker, basically. Christ. I'm just flying all over the feckin' place. I wonder, can you complete this mission if you fail one of the systems? Maybe? Maybe not. I have no idea. They're kind of wearing me down bit by bit, which is awfully annoying. Especially since my attacks on isn't really getting me that much shielding. At least the system's getting its shielding back, and it actually regenerates. Why can't I? It's like its health. Why can't I have that? That'd be fucking handy. Oi! Stop shooting it. Come over to borrow a cup of sugar, and they all freak out. Like, my God. There we go. Also, people were talking recently that there's going to be a new... that Joss Whedon's going to be working on a new movie. A Batgirl movie. A lot of people are freaking out about it. Christ. Tree. Ah, not enough energy. But yeah, there's going to be a Batgirl movie, and I'm not sure if I taught it or said it, but some people are freaking out over it. Just saying that, you know, since it's a female character as the main character, it must be done by a woman. It must be directed by a woman, which doesn't make much sense. Somehow I have a feeling that the same people saying that would take issue if anyone said that since the movie has a male character, if women aren't eligible to direct it. Somehow I have a feeling they would take issue with that. Somehow. But yeah, just people are very silly. But yeah, Joss Whedon's directing it, and I have no feeling either way on it. Ooh, God, they got here quickly. And it's 2 minutes 20 again. They're down. Nice. Boom. Headshot. Arse. Where the fuck are you? Oh, that one's gone. Tree. Oh, still not enough energy. I'm used to just energy appearing in my bar and me just using it. Fucking power fists. I'll show you a power fist. Christ. Sorry, want to speak here, but it's a little chaotic, so I'm just thinking, like, my mind is just scattered. It scatters so fucking easy sometimes. It's a worry thing. Just have so much on my mind that I can't focus on what I'm trying to do. which caused me more worry. And it's this, polymers, and it just kind of feeds into itself, you know? It's quite an annoying thing, let's be honest here. For both me and ye. Arseholes, a lot of ye. There we go. More decoration. Only gonna take 40 something more minutes. Well, minutes! No, seconds. Oh Christ, imagine this for 40 minutes. That would be overkill. Okay, let's get some more gun kills. Look, I'm not interested. "20 seconds. What the? Swore almost that the enemy like teleported up. Just ran in from outside my range of view, but still.
All data logs indicate that there is an awoken artifact somewhere here. Get to it now, defend it, and then we can leave.
Oh, typical. Here I thought I could just leave, but no, of course not. Thank you.
Artifact found. Defend it until the extraction team arrives.
Where exactly is the artifact? Oh, this is the artifact. And it's a Warframe cryopod.
This will take a moment.
And is that someone already inside? Yes. Or maybe it's just reused acid from those other defense missions where you have to defend a cryopod. Either that or there's someone already inside. Either way. Well, there actually is meant to be someone inside, you know? Oi! Back off. At least the shooting on it's halfway decent. Well, at least the shooting on it's regenerating, I mean to say. Actually, part of the reason why I'm distracted and not thinking is I remembered shield lancers. I hate them. I remember seeing something before, and it's irritating me quite badly. As I've said in many different videos, I'm an expiring writer. I aspire to actually start writing a story out of my head down. I aim to one day actually do that. I've a few notes down. That's it, and more I've been talking about, but haven't put on paper yet, which I really should. I talk about this story way too much, considering it's certainly possible it might never happen. But I feel awkward, you know, talking about it if I never get to do it, you know. But regardless, and a big writer shared. It was from someone, and they agreed with it to a certain point. The thing was that the best male writer will write a worse female character, than the worst female writer would write a male one. Inherently, because men can't write women, because like it was some boxy reason that women that basically boiled down to author claiming that women aren't seen as people in society, and as such, but men are. So women know how to write men because of that, but men don't know about women. But as long as you both remember people are human, I don't see how you'd have any difficulty, you know, writing anyone, you know. But yeah, that's what happens when you start fixating on sex over humanity, you know. Well, people being like, certainly sex can have an influence on the development of people. Certainly, I'm not denying that. But I find a lot of people who acknowledge that tend to go whole hog into it defines everything about you. Like nothing else about you matters, and that's the route they've gone. The author did agree. I said the author didn't agree agreed to a certain point, in that he didn't think men were irredeemable, kind of thing. But and I killed 202 enemies. Nice. And I gained 794 rep. Actually, no, I gained a lot more. I gained over 1,000 there. 1,116. Shit. Nice. But anyway, the author didn't think the people were irredeemable. Like, men were inherently irredeemable. But he still was he was still endorsing this. And it's a really shitty thing to be endorsing. That somehow, because you're male, that you're an inherently inferior writer. Well, the author didn't agree that it was he didn't agree that nothing would change, but he didn't say anything about inherent inferiority. But yeah, basically he was still pushing the idea that men were inherently inferior writers. And here's the thing, he's already after making it big. And now he's shitting on anyone, basically just trying to discourage anyone who's coming up. And as someone who would one day be in that situation, if I can ever get off my ass and start writing, it is a bit discouraging and it is a bit irritating. People were saying a similar thing about the 300 Palmers. Nice. People were saying a similar thing with Sarah Silverman. She made Nazi jokes, even was in blackface for a time, making jokes about it. And now she's screaming, seeing builders directions on the ground, screaming that it's swastikas, and utterly panicky and unhinged. Seeming anyway. She sees builder directions and think there's some clan meeting going on or some bollocks. People are taking that to mean that, taking that as a, her sudden panic about anything to do with Nazis, even jokes, as a way of keeping the new comedians out. As to stop them from getting in. She's already made it, and she's trying to stop any future competitors. And the writer I'm talking about here, I can't remember, I think he wrote American Gods. It's Neil Young. No, maybe not Young. I think it's Neil something. And I think it's the American Gods author. I'm not sure. I've never read his work. But yeah, I think he's doing the exact same thing that people are alleging she was doing. Trying to make it harder or discourage people to get into that career. And it's a really sneaky little insidious thing to be doing, basically. And I'm not a fan of it. And the person who originally said it, and the author himself, can go fuck themselves. And actually, as a side point, people were making the point that about Twilight, how they're saying that the worst female writer could write a better male character than than a female character wrote by a male author. They were making the point that, look at the guys in Twilight. They so totally aren't some middle-aged woman's wet dream. Oh no, not at all. Because that's all those guys are. Well, that was their point. That was her fantasy. They aren't characters. Those are just some middle-aged woman's wet dream. But apparently they're superior than anything that Terry Pratchett or whoever could churn out, simply because the author has different genitals. It's incredibly illogic, and again goes back to my idea that they're just trying to keep newer authors out and be gatekeeping and shitty people in general. Unintentionally shitty, I'm sure. Well, it really depends on the individual, doesn't it? So one might intending to be shitty, the other might be trying to help, but trying to be a good person, but going about it in a very terrible way. I was in the same situation myself before, certainly, but in my situation, I was a stupid kid. That was started when I was 15 or a bit older, and lasted a couple of years, then it copped on. In their situation, they're 30 and are a bit gatekeepery. You know? I feel I should be writing this down and then saying it, but it's just a stupid thing all in all. I'm gonna get an extra 827 rep today. Ooh, I'm already halfway through neutral. Over halfway. Paragon sequence is gonna be in a bad state. Need to get more new Woka rep. But yeah, I wonder. Yeah, basically my thing boils down to it was very stupid. It's certainly sexist. It's certainly bigoted, and it comes off as gatekeepery. That's, you know, the more experienced, accomplished order who has his stuff set out is trying to discourage or make it harder for newer orders to break in by making it sound like half the world's populace are inherently inferior at writing. It's certainly a shitty thing. He certainly says that it's not irredeemable, but he's certainly saying from the get-go that men are worse writers than women. And it's not like an issue of some new author being worse than an accomplished one, you know, who has turned out good work and whatnot. It's just women are better than men, unless the man subscribes to his ideology and embodies it. You know, it's something much more insidious. And it's a crummy thing to be espousing. Certainly, he's well within his rights to do so, but I'm equally well within my rights to think he's a cunt for doing so. So, yeah. Sorry for going off on that tangent. It just, like I said, I'm a wannabe writer. I'm a wannabe writer, and for people to be going out espousing that kind of thing to make their own position more secure, possibly, or even just espousing it at all, just rubs me the wrong way. That's all. Because it's a shitty thing to be saying, and it's especially shitty if there's that nefarious intent behind it. Of course, I can't say if there is or not. I'm not inside their head, thankfully. But if it is there, then it's just a crummy thing to be doing, you know? Well, whether or not it's there or not, it's crummy. Here, I'll be back in a sec. Hey folks, and I'm back. Recording locally, recording locally. So, basically I just wanted to stop there and think about what I was saying. There was one thing I wanted to say. Left. Basically, I can't say if there is or not anything insidious about it. What the? Oh, I got a voicemail. No. I turned my phone off for a bit. They must have called then. Damn, that distracted me. Basically, I can't say whether or not there's an insidious behind the author's thought processes. You know, like people are alleging with Sarah Silverman. I can't say if it's the same for the author. There, certainly it may seem that way to me, but I can't say for damn sure if it is or not. Just to be clear, I can't say what it does. See, you know, like be like well, that would be. But what he does say is still shitty, regardless of that. Just the inherent inferiority of half the world's populace. Certainly not everyone's cut out to be writers, but that's because of their own ability and inclinations and whatnot. But to say, you know, vagina is better than penis at writing, it's... I know. It seems just inherently, just seems a bit bollocks. Just seems a bit bollocks and biased and so on and so forth. Basically, just wanted to clarify that. The other thing is just how it comes off to me, but that's what he does say, even if that is inaccurate, is still shitty.